Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kira. I am a mother of 3 boys and I have cloth diapered all 3 of my children and am currently cloth diapering my 3rd child in the past 5 years. When I began my cloth diapering journey, there were many options to choose from and everything seemed overcomplicated. And I am here to share with you that cloth diapering is not that difficult and it is something that you can do. So grab a notebook and follow along, and you will be on your way to successfully cloth diapering your child very soon. We want to make cloth diapering as simple as possible from birth through potty training. And the way that we do that is without buying excessive sizes. However, if you plan on using cloth from birth, you will need to purchase a newborn size cover. So what I have here is a diaper cover. You will see on the inside of it, it has a waterproof lining. This is not a cover. This is called a pocket diaper. You have to stuff the diaper into the pocket. That seems like a very easy thing to do. However, when you're a busy mom of 3, you realize that you do not have time to stuff that many diapers so frequently. So these I have thrown to the side. I prefer the Nicki's brand newborn diapers. They give my children great fits from the skinny legs to those with little chunky thighs as well. So starting at birth, you will need a newborn diaper cover. The next thing that I do to keep things simple and not overcomplicate is to use the same size diaper prefold from birth through potty training. So this right here is an Osocozy size small diaper prefold. It is 100% unbleached cotton. It is size small, fits 7 through 15 pounds. However, I will show you how I make that work all the way through potty training, even with my children who at age 2 are wearing 5T clothing. So let's start with a newborn. How do you put a diaper on a newborn? Very simple. You have your prefold, you have your newborn diaper cover, and you have one of these little things called a snappy. You can use diaper pins, but this will be much simpler for you. So let me show you how to put it on a baby. My son is currently 8 months old, so he is no longer a newborn. So here we have our stand-in newborn for today's video. I've got my prefold and I have my diaper cover. No lining, as you can see on the inside. And let me explain to you the sizes on the diaper. These right here are our hip snaps, waist snaps. This is what you will use to determine how tight you want it around your little baby's waist. These right here are called your rise snaps. So as your baby grows, you will expand the rise to fit the baby. So we will pretend that our baby is very tiny newborn. We will snap these rise snaps all the way to the bottom, and it will be ready to use. As you can see, this is a very tiny little diaper. Here on the newborn, which makes these ones so special, we have a little umbilical cutout. First step is to grab your cover and place it right under your baby's bum. After you have it placed under your baby's bum, you will find your prefolds tag and put it down away from your baby's skin and slide it right up to the top of the diaper. Now, newborns are notorious for very messy newborn poo, so we want to contain all of that within the diaper. The first thing that you will do is grab a corner and do something called a jelly roll. You will roll one side in and roll the other side in. Believe me, the more you practice, you will be able to do this one-handed and very quickly. Once you have them rolled in, you want to lift them up right in between baby's belly. This is when people go, oh no, this size is way too large for my baby. and that is not the case. You can still use the same size. What you will do is fold it down and spread your wings out. Let me show you that again. You will just fold it down and spread those little wings out. Go ahead and hold it in place with one hand and take that little piece from behind up and around the hip and up and around the hip. Now I am holding that diaper right on my baby. This is where the snappy comes into play. Grab your snappy with these little clasps on the end, the little teeth. Grab one hip, grab the other hip. You can see it's already holding it tight, and pull right down in the center and secure it in the center. Now all that's left to do is snap it up around the baby to keep everything nice and waterproof. So make sure you don't have any gaps right here around the legs. Make sure you give a little squeeze so it's right at the inner part of their leg, and secure however wide their waist is. Snap and snap. Congratulations! You have successfully cloth diapered your newborn baby. It is as simple as that. Now, what do we do when it's time for a diaper change? Well, you will unsnap and do everything in reverse. Take off the diaper and get them ready for washing. Here is the simple part about using diaper covers. If your baby has not pooped and the inside of your cover is not soaking wet, the legs are not soaking wet, you will reuse this cover. That means that you do not need to have hundreds of them. If you have a liner on the inside like this, you cannot reuse these pockets. You need many more of these. If baby has pooped, you will sit it to the side, but if there is no poop in it and it is ready for another one, you will repeat the process with a brand new insert. Now my baby has poop. What do I do to clean that? If you are like myself and you have become lazy over the years, you will use disposable wipes occasionally. If you don't want to do disposable wipes because you are already cloth diapering and washing the laundry, then you want to buy yourself a pack of wipes, reusable wipes. You could even cut up an old receiving blanket and get yourself a spray bottle of water. Some people overcomplicate it by making spray solutions. However, in my opinion, if I am bathing my baby in it, then there's no problem for me to spray their little bum with it too. I will get into washing later in the video. However, if your baby is exclusively breastfed, they are receiving nothing except for breast milk, that is water soluble. That means that you can put the entire diaper, even with baby poo, into your wash without doing any type of treating to it. If that's the case, you will just fold it right up and throw it into your wash bin. For your diaper bin, from newborn through potty training, you will only need a few things to hold the diapers. First, I like to use a laundry basket that has holes so a little bit of air can get into it. You want to use something that has a bit of airflow into it. This one even has a hole on the top because it will keep everything from smelling. Believe it or not, it will smell worse if you have everything contained and cannot breathe. So I have my laundry basket and I have 2 large wet bags. You can get a wet bag that you choose to just hang somewhere, or for myself, I put this entire bag into the basket, and when it's wash day, I take the entire bag out. If you are traveling and out away from your house, you will need something to hold your dirty diapers. That is when you need a small wet bag. Probably 4 small wet bags will be plenty for you. I have, I think, 8, but I also have 3 children and have been collecting them over the years. But 2 to 4 small wet bags will be perfect for you. Same thing, when you're out, you will just throw it right into your wet bag, zip it up, and when you get home, dump it into your other basket. Now, if your baby is receiving formula or anything other than breast milk, you will need to make sure that you spray your diapers before washing them. I will show you in the wash section what that looks like, but it is very simple. You will just sit it aside if there is poo in it, and you will use your diaper sprayer, and it will be ready for wash day. When cloth diapering a newborn, I have found that 15 to 20 newborn covers and about 40 prefolds is enough for me to go 3 to 4 days between washing, which I find is the perfect amount of time and makes my life way less complicated. You can obviously use more diapers if you want to go, say, a week between washing, which would probably be my max recommendation, or you can have a smaller collection of diapers and just wash every day or every other day. Your baby is growing, yay! And they have maxed out all of the Rise snaps on their newborn diaper. So it is time to move on to the next size. We do not need to purchase new prefolds. We will use the same prefolds that we used on our newborn baby all the way through potty training. This is where others overcomplicate things by buying a multitude of sizes and having a ton of diapers lying around all the time. So we have our prefolds and we have our next size up cover. This is a size 2 Thirsties cover. And again, you will see the Rise strap to adjust the height and the hip snaps right here. This is one of my favorite diaper brands to use on my baby, Thirsties and Nicki's. I highly recommend them. Once your baby has moved out of the newborn stage and you are ready to bump up in size to your size 2 diapers, the process looks very similar. You set the height of the Rise to the best snap size for your child. It will grow with them as they get taller, and it can start out on its lowest setting. Very similarly, you will slide the diaper cover right up under the baby's bum. You will then take your prefold, put your tag in the back so that it's not against baby's skin, and slide it under the baby as well. This is when a variety of different folds come into play. I like to keep it very simple and straightforward with how I fold my prefolds. I have it laying under my baby. I have it open in the back so that when they poo, it will catch it all. You no longer need your snappies because the diaper will hold it onto the baby. I take one side, fold it in, and take the other side and fold it in. Now, all I do is lift it up on my child. As you can see, my little friend here is a bit shorter than your average baby. Your average baby will likely fit more like this as they grow. After that, you very similarly just lift up and snap around. On your baby, as they are growing, it will not go all the way up to their armpits. It will be underneath of their belly button, just like a normal diaper. A good fit is an important part of avoiding leaks with cloth diapers. You do not want any large leg gaps, which might involve moving the Rise snap down like I've done here. After, you want to be sure to tuck the Rise upwards. You will do this for newborn size and regular size. Once you've tucked the Rise up underneath, like I'm showing here, you will notice that all leg gaps have disappeared, and that will give you a nice, snug, leak-proof fit. Another option for folding your prefold is to take it and fold it into thirds. Fold it inside, just like this, and lay it underneath of your baby. and same thing. You will snap it right on. Similarly to the newborn, once your baby starts eating solid foods, you will need to spray any poo off of their diapers. If they have just peed and your cover still feels dry around your legs and your waist, you can reuse the cover. Again, you cannot reuse it if it has any type of liner inside of it that is soft, because it will be wet and you don't want that going against your baby's skin again. That is the great benefit of using covers instead of pockets. If your baby has pooed, you will sit the whole diaper aside to spray later on. When I'm out, if my baby has pooed, I usually put those in my front pocket of my small wet bag and pee diapers in the large pocket of my wet bag to make it simple for me to know which diapers need taken out and sprayed and which can get dumped into my larger basket. The size 2 diaper will fit most children through potty training, which means you will only need newborn and size 2. This says 9 to 36 months or 18 to 40 pounds. If your child has maxed out that, you might need to get another size diaper. My 2.5, almost 3-year-old can still fit in these diapers on the largest rise setting. However, because his brother uses those diapers, I purchased, just for his nap time since we are potty training, a size 3 diaper, which he wears on the very smallest rise setting. The size 3 diaper can fit between 40 to 60 plus pounds. If your baby is this large and not potty training yet, you might need to add something called a booster. You will put the diaper on just the same as you did before by pad folding it here. You tri-fold it and lay it in. However, underneath of that, you will add your booster. My favorite boosters, and I just have a handful of them, are Thirsties 100% hemp boosters in the size large. Be sure to follow your washing instructions on the bag of these before you use them. It will cause them to shrink significantly so that they will fit your baby. But I take all of my natural fibered inserts, put my hemp booster, because it absorbs slower than cotton, underneath of my cotton prefold, put my prefold inside, and put it on my toddler. Now let's get on to the fun part, washing. When it comes to spraying diapers and cleaning off poo, there are 3 main things that you will need. First, you will want some sort of spray guard. This is the Spray Pal brand. However, I have seen people make spray guards out of a small plastic trash can and cutting out the bottom ring, and it works just as fine. I also have a very cheap dollar store cat litter basket that I store it in, so if it is dripping, there is easy cleanup. You will also need a diaper sprayer. This attaches right to your toilet and will make your life much easier. Mine, we tend to keep off so I don't have a toddler flooding the bathroom. So I will turn the switch on and it is ready to use. With any diaper that has poo or from a formula-fed baby, you will grab your Spray Pal or your spray guard, slide it into your toilet. You will then take the poopy diaper. You can either clip it in right here, or a lot of times we just hold it and wash our hands very well afterwards. You will hold it inside of your spray guard and you will begin to spray all of the poop off very easily because the pressure is so high. Shake it off and flush your toilet. Now those diapers can get thrown in with the rest of the wash for wash day. Welcome to wash day. I have an old school washing machine that fills to the top and has a real agitator, and I absolutely love it. If you have a newer washing machine, you will do just fine, so do not fret. But if you have a deep fill option, you will want to utilize that to get the diapers soaking as much as possible. So on wash day, you will grab all of your diapers and your bag and toss them into your machine. This is where detergent comes into play. Homemade detergents are really not suitable for washing cloth diapers. I live a very natural life. However, using homemade detergents, they do not have the correct enzymes to completely clear human waste from your diapers. So be sure to choose a detergent that contains enzymes that will be strong enough to wash human waste out of your diapers. Step 1 in determining your wash routine is to buy a little kit like this that will test your water hardness if you don't already know it. You want to test your water hardness directly from your washing machine so that you know exactly what the water hardness is that will be going onto your diapers. One of these kits contains a little strip, and you will test the strip right underneath of your water. Once you have determined your water hardness, that will determine how much detergent you want to use. More detergent does not equal more clean. I tend to go with 7th generation laundry detergent that is free and clear. I do not like any fragrances on my diapers because they will be going onto my babies. Some people prefer a powdered detergent because powdered detergent, similarly to the Tide Free and Gentle, is best for soft water because soft water takes a longer time to wash all of the detergent out of your diapers. Once you have your diapers into your machine, we are going to do 2 different washes. You want to make sure you have your water level appropriately set. If you only have a few diapers, you will want to use a smaller load. Usually my diapers take the whole load, so I will set it to super. Be sure to not overcrowd the washer. You want everything to rub up against each other and agitate properly. The very first wash that you're going to do is going to be a warm wash. On my warm wash, I turn my cycle to normal. In my house, we have semi-hard water, so I will use 1 cup of detergent for my first wash, which is meant for a heavily soiled load. Use 1 cup, pour it right on top of your diapers, and do your normal wash. After wash 1, you will turn your temp to hot. This will help sanitize everything really well. I will turn my cycle to heavy on my washing machine, and I will add a half cup of detergent to my wash, right on top again. Now I have done 2 washes. I like to make sure that I have removed all of the suds and everything from my diapers by running 1 extra rinse at the end. Some people are opposed to an extra rinse, but I find that it clears everything out perfectly. Your diapers, if you open up your lid, should not have any suds or anything left in the water. If you have suds left in your water, that means you are using too much detergent, and that will lead to a buildup which will irritate your baby's skin. Do not use too much detergent. When you take your diapers out, you should be able to do what we call a sniff test, and that means that your diapers would smell like absolutely nothing. Be sure not to use any type of laundry softener. These are diapers. We want them to absorb the liquid. Any type of softener that makes your clothing feel softer will repel water and repel liquid. And that is the opposite of what we are trying to do with our diapers. If you're doing this your very first time and still notice suds after your rinse, be sure to rinse again and get all of your suds out. And the next time that you wash, decrease the amount of detergent that you are using. Once a month, I do clean my washing machine. This is a very important step. I take any brand of cleaning tablet, plop it in, and do 1 full load on hot. Now it is time to dry all of your wet diapers. Anything that has a waterproof lining, you do not want to put in a dryer. It will delaminate it and it will no longer be waterproof. Your laminated layer here will peel off from the diaper. So that includes your covers and your wet bags. All of your inserts can be thrown into your dryer and dried as normal, or you can line dry them inside or out, just like the rest of your diapers. If you have any kind of staining on your diapers, especially from some newborn poo, then it is best to sun them. Lay them out damp in the sun and they will be completely cleared just a few hours later. If you are not line drying outside and you are drying inside under some sort of fan or anything along the lines of that, you will want to have a drying rack. I love this drying rack. It fits perfectly between my washer and dryer, and there is a good source of airflow down here, which easily dries my diapers overnight when I wash them. When you hang your diapers, you will hang all of them and your wet bags on your drying rack, what we call hot dog style. You do not want to hang them hamburger style because it will be heavy on the elastics right here when they are wet and cause them to stretch easier. So hang your diapers sideways like this and leave them to dry. Thank you for following along, and I hope this video has explained all of the aspects of cloth diapering so that you feel confident to begin your own cloth diapering journey with your child. I promise you can do it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I will do my very best to answer all of them. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along for more motherhood content. And I will see you again soon.